really, really funny guy. Everybody please make it loud as possible for dear old dad, Richard.
Good evening, folks. I'm dear old Dad. That's O-L-E-D-A-D. And if you're dyslexic like my daughter Renee, who sees everything backward, Dad spelled backward is D-A-D. Now I'm an old country boy from up Northern California. I live in this little town, Petaluma, where we have far more chickens than we have people. And in fact, we have so many chickens, we're known as the chicken manure capital of the world. Now, I'm 78 years old, I'm going deaf, and I'm losing my other faculties. So about a month or so ago, my daughter Renee was appointed my guardian. And I came swooping down here about a week or so ago, like the boll weevil looking for a home. And when I got here, she said, Dad, I'm glad to see you, but I want you to know it's important that you stay active. Well, after 2 or 3 days, I finally figured out what she meant by staying active. It was Dad do the laundry, Dad wash the dishes, Dad mop the floors. But it wasn't all bad. I mean, one day she did take me out to see the sights. We went to downtown San Diego and I saw the big tall buildings. We went to the old historical town and we went to the world famous San Diego Zoo and I got lost. Twice. So when she got me back the last time, she said, Dad, this ain't gonna work. If I'm gonna be responsible for you when we're out in the public, I may have to put a leash on you. I said, put a leash on me? Well, I see she put them leashes on them little dogs, them nice chihuahuas. They go out on a long line, you can draw them back in. Well, that wouldn't be too bad. But I also see how she puts them leashes on them big, strong dogs, you know, the ones that got a will of their own, them German Shepherds. She puts a choke collar on them with that leash on the end. And then if they don't respond, she gives them a yank. Well, I could just see that with me. I'd have this choke collar on my neck and she'd say, hey, Dad, give me a yank. And she'd do it too, because she's an animal trainer. I said, Renee, I got a soft neck. Let's make a deal. I'll get me some shirts with my picture on the front and your name on the back so they'll know where to turn me in. Will that work? She said, we'll see, Dad. But in the meantime, you're going to have to find a permanent residence with some assisted living because you don't even know how to cook. Well, I looked all around the San Diego area, and the cheapest place I could find was $6,500 a month. That's $72,000 a year. I said, Renee, I can't afford that. We'll have to find something more inventive. So yesterday she came in, she said, Dad, I think I found the perfect place for you. It's a gated community. They check everybody going in and out. They cook you 3 meals a day. And they got a card room where you can play cards with your friends. And best of all, they give you free medical and dental care if you need it. Well, it sounded like what I was looking for. I said, let's go take a look. We jumped in the car and we drove over by the ocean. We got to the front gate, they had a nice big sign up there that said, welcome to Lompoc Federal Prison. Federal prison? She said, yeah, Dad, it ain't so bad. It's for them non-violent white-collar crooks, you know, them politicians and them bankers and them lawyers just like you. Just like me. She says, yeah, Dad, and you know, they can't throw you out for not paying the rent, and I can come visit you. maybe on Father's Day. I said, well, you know, that wasn't such a bad idea. I probably got a couple friends in there now. So I said, we'll see, Renee. That'll be my plan B. Right now, I'm still working on this plan to learn how to do stand-up comedy, sitting down. And by the way, I want you to know it hasn't all been all that bad. I mean, since I got here, every time I get up in the morning, she's made me a fresh pot of coffee, washed my coffee cup, and rolled me a marijuana cigarette. Now, most of you folks know that here in the state of California, medical marijuana is legal. But I don't have any of them physical ailments. I just like getting stoned. That's all I've got remembered for tonight, folks. So I want to thank you. You've been a wonderful audience. And this is dear old Dad saying good night, y'all.